What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my preview of Manchester City's away game against Ipswich Town in the Premier League, with the game taking place today. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to the channel. It is free to subscribe. Social media links, they're in the description. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok, email also in the description too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video and do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Finally, this video is sponsored and brought to you by SofaScore, who are going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest football scores from around the ground. So keep you up to date with the latest match information, along with the latest statistics, team news and all your good footballing needs, all in one place, all in one app. Not just limited to football scores, it's got all the scores of all the sports that you guys love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. It's a free app to download, very highly rated, so do go and check it out. Links and details there in the description, and anyone that does check out SofaScore using my link in the description or the QR code on screen does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So, match information for this game taking place at Portman Road, Premier League match day number 22 on Sunday 19th of January 2025, which is today. Kickoff time at 4:30 PM GMT, so we are looking at what time of me recording this, around 8 hours time, with the game being broadcast live on Sky Sports. Anyone heading down to Ipswich for this away day, do enjoy yourselves and do keep yourselves safe. So our opponents, Ipswich Town, formed in 1878, led by manager Kieran McKenna, find themselves 18th in the Premier League with 3 wins, 7 draws and 11 losses. They're on 16 points after 21 games. They were unbeaten in 3 games in all competitions up until their game in midweek against Brighton and Hove Albion at home, which they lost by 2-0. They did pick up wins before that with a 3-0 win against Bristol Rovers in the FA Cup. They got a home win against Chelsea in the Premier League by 2-0, and they did also draw away at Fulham 2-2. So they do fight. They're a good team. They're going to make life difficult for Manchester City, and I think here we're looking at a real banana skin of a Premier League away day for Manchester City, because the Ipswich players have got a point to prove. They want to beat the current Premier League champions on their own turf. The fans, they're going to be well up for this. It's going to be a good noise there at Portman Road today as well. And they're going to sense that City maybe are a bit of a wounded animal so far this season. They're going to look at City and smell blood. Manchester City need to play a very, very good game with very good game management. Now, in terms of dangers, to me, it's all about former Manchester City man Liam Delap. He's been a revelation at Ipswich Town. He is their most valued player as far as I'm concerned. He's young, he's hungry, it's against his former team here. He's going to want to score a goal. He's going to want to make a point to Manchester City, and he's having a really good Premier League season. 8 goals in 20 games. He's on course right now to get potentially 14 or even 15 goals in a Premier League season. So brilliant Premier League debut season from Liam Delap, and he's prospering because of it, being given the opportunity. And I think it's absolutely brilliant to see. It's great to see a former Manchester City man doing really well, but once again I have a feeling that it's going to be one of them games with one of them players where they're playing against their former team and they want to make that statement, a little bit like Morgan Rogers did, having the game of his life against City with Aston Villa when we played them a few weeks back. That was at Villa Park. He were well up for that, wanted to make the point to City, and I have a feeling that Liam Delap's going to be the same. So City have got to try and cut off the service to Liam Delap, and if he has got the ball, try and keep him quiet. He's a clinical striker, knows where the back of the net is, got a good penalty on him as well, so I've got to be careful with our challenges. I think Ipswich will be looking towards some set play as well. They'll have had a good look at what Brentford did midweek against City, and as long as you can keep yourself in the game and get them crosses into the box and be physical with Manchester City, you got every chance of getting some success. It's all about being clinical against Manchester City. Ipswich have got to be clinical. They will have opportunities. That's how City play. Every team has opportunities, but if you're not clinical, you won't beat us. More than likely, you'll end up losing. That's what it's all about in this game. Real banana skin. Now, in terms of injury news, Ipswich missing quite a few players. Ogbeni out. Connor Chaplin out. Axel Tuanzebe out. I think Sammy Schmodix is also going to be out with an ankle injury as well. One less attacker for Manchester City to think about. Calvin Phillips, he isn't eligible to play against us as he is on loan from Manchester City, so he's also missing this game. So I'm expecting Ipswich to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Walton starting in goal. Back four made up of O'Shea, Wolfenden, Greaves and Davis. In midfield you'll have Clark and Kajewski starting alongside each other, with Hutchinson just further ahead of him. You're going to have Burns on one side, Broadhead on the other, and I think Delap will start up top. Now Manchester City, we formed in 1894, led by manager Pep Guardiola. Find ourselves right now 8th in the Premier League, needing a win, with Bournemouth winning against Newcastle. Amazing performance, amazing result for them, beating Newcastle by 3 goals yesterday. 4-1 winners. Incredible result, incredible performance. They're definitely a team that we need to keep an eye on when it comes to trying to get Champions League football next season. And who would have thought I'd have said that at the beginning of the season? Bournemouth having a brilliant, outstanding season. Aston Villa, they got a point away at Arsenal. They're ahead of us. Chelsea don't play until tomorrow, so we've got the opportunity here, if we win, to go as high as 5th. We know with Newcastle losing by 3, if we win by 3 goals, then Manchester City will go 4th on goals scored. That's exactly where we want to be. But to me, it's all about winning. Win by 1, win by 5. You know, I'm easy. I just want 3 points. It's important that we get 3 points. Looking at the fixtures that Manchester City have coming up, this game is all about winning. Didn't win our last game, so it's important that we do win this game. And we should have won our last game, but we didn't. We have got to recover, reflect, and learn in a short period of time. Games coming thick and fast every 3 to 4 days now. Champions League action midweek. But to me, think about this game only. It's all about the Premier League right now. Form, not great. 4 wins in 17, unbeaten in 5 though. We did have that 2-0 lead against Brentford with 8 minutes to go and blew it. So we've got to recover. We've got to control the game. We've got to manage them better. We've got to learn them lessons. And to me, not to win here for Manchester City makes life very difficult to reach the Champions League positions for next season, because we've got so many teams ahead of us, 3 or 4 teams ahead of us, with some very, very tricky games ahead. So win this game, just win. We do have dangers everywhere on the pitch. However, we are missing a few players. Rodri, he's our long-term absentee, missing from this game. Oscar Bobb training, not going to feature in the squad. He's still a few weeks away to get up to match sharpness. Kyle Walker discussing a move to AC Milan, so he's not going to be featuring in this game. Ruben Diaz is training and back. Could potentially start. Do we risk him? I wouldn't risk him. I'd give City's defence that we went with against Brentford one more opportunity to prove themselves. It's their last opportunity as far as I'm concerned to see partnerships of the likes of Akanji, Josko, Gvardiol all going with each other. So to me, that's what I would go with. I'd just stick with it and see what we get from this game. John Stones is out. Everyone else should be good to go. We are waiting on 3 signings, Kusanov, Hayes and also Marmoush to come to Manchester City. None of them are going to be done in time for this game. But, you know, by the time we play our next Premier League game against Chelsea, all 3 should be potentially available. So, in terms of my team prediction, there's 2 big talking points, and it's the first 2 positions I want to talk about. Do we go with Ortega or do we go with Ederson? Well, Ederson's distribution's very good. I didn't think Ortega had the best of games against Brentford, and I think I go with Ederson. I give him the nod here and I say to him, Ederson, put in a good performance here, get some saves, be brilliant with your distribution, help us keep a clean sheet. You're going in against PSG Champions League and you're now our #1 goalkeeper for the foreseeable future. The next position we want to talk about, do you go with Rico Lewis or do you go with Matheus Nunes on that right-hand side? Nunes looks very comfortable with the ball, and it's all about distribution and ball keep with Pep Guardiola. And I'm not too sure if we're going to go with Lewis or Nunes. I wouldn't be surprised to see Nunes start, but I'm going to put Rico Lewis in my team prediction here. Could be Nunes. I'm going with Akanji and Josko Gvardiol as our back 3. And then I'm going with Kovacic in midfield alongside him, Bernardo, Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. I go Phil Foden on the right wing, which could lead to the likes of Bernardo Silva or Kevin De Bruyne or even Rico Lewis or Matheus Nunes, whoever starts, potentially heading in on that right wing. I go Savinho on the left wing and Erling Haaland starting up top fresh on his 9.5-year contract for Manchester City. So it does mean we've got some good options from the bench. Mabama, Grealish, Nunes, McAtee, O'Reilly, Riley, Gundogan, options in midfield along with McAtee, Nunes and Grealish, who can all cover there as well. Got some good options in defence now with Ruben Diaz coming back. Also got Simpson-Pusey and Ortega, if he doesn't start, will be on the bench here for Manchester City as well. So we're not too far away from having a near fully fit team. Not too far away, bar one or two players. Bring some more fresh new faces in over the next week, and we could be good to go. We could be good to go. Now, in terms of my score prediction, I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be 0-0 at half-time. I think City grab a couple of second-half goals, and I think City will learn their lessons from midweek and manage the game better and see out a 2-0 win like we did away at Leicester City a few weekends back. Now, in terms of my betting tips, I'm going Haaland to bag a brace. I'm going for him to grab both goals for Manchester City and celebrate in style his new 9.5-year contract at the club. Now, next up for Ipswich Town, gets no easier for them. They're taking on Liverpool away next Saturday in the Premier League. For Manchester City's Champions League action on Wednesday away against PSG in Paris before we take on Chelsea at home next Saturday. Some really big games coming now for Manchester City. On a last note, I am hoping that I am going to be able to do a live watch along for this game. If I am, I will have the link out on my channel for you to go and set your reminders for. At the moment, my computer is broken and I'm working hard to try and get it fixed. Once I have it fixed, I will be able to do the live stream for you guys. So I'm hoping that that does go to plan and I do get it fixed. If so, I'll be live at 4 PM GMT. It's not a guarantee right now if I'll have it fixed in time. So if I don't have it fixed in time, the link will never go out on the channel. There won't be a stream today, unfortunately, but hopefully be back midweek for Manchester City's game against PSG. But I will have a match reaction out after the game for you guys to enjoy. So there we go. That has been today's preview. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a thumbs up. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. It is free to subscribe. Social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. And I'll see you all again real soon for the next Manchester City video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.